What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Chabon Stunner, and I know you guys have been asking, some of you kind of crazily on my videos, saying, hey, I don't give a shit about what you're doing, just show me the wiring points on the SCUF controller. So I'm going to do a couple part video to kind of talk you through the pros and cons of the SCUF and why I did what I did, and I will ultimately reveal to you the actual solder points for the relocation of the buttons. Now, a couple things here. First off, I do not recommend, if this is your first mod, to try this. Let somebody else do it, but I don't think you should try this on your own, because this is a very tough mod for people that don't know what they're doing, because some of the soldering points are very small, as you will see once we dive into the guts, into the board of one of these controllers. So you need to just keep that in mind, and if you screw up your controller, it's completely on you. I don't recommend it for a novice solderer or somebody who this is their first time trying to mod a controller. So please beware before you get started. I've got 3 controllers here, and they're similar but different altogether. If you watched my SCUF review about, this is the actual SCUF controller with the seal. I told you how uncomfortable this grip was. If you're going to be trying to play the game, it's just unrealistic for your bird finger to reach all the way around, and you have to do a 2-finger deal, and that takes more training than what I want to do. So I was like, this is just a poor location. It works well for the Xbox because you have that big ass battery in the middle, and that's kind of like your point, your point of no return, if you will, or your border. So you know not to go past that, so it's good. But on a PlayStation controller, that's not the best position. You'd be better served going on these side panels in this rounded area where your fingers actually rest. So that being said, I decided to mod a couple of prototypes up to see how I felt about my idea. And I did this prototype here, which is my military controller. And as you can see, the difference between the two is that the buttons are on the shoulders, and I've had great good results. I'd say great's a strong word. I've had good results with this controller. The positioning is comfortable as hell, and it feels really good, and it does the job. I can jump with the left trigger, knife with the right trigger. The issue is that with these big buttons, it takes a while to break them in because they're very stiff out of the package, and that's something I didn't find out, and it was something, this is my charging port, that was kind of aggravating to me. But now that they're broken in, it works okay, and I've got a control freak on here. But these still work, and these work. But I'm running tactical flip, so when I push in, that would normally knife. Now I drop down to a drop shot, and then I can knife on the back or jump. So it works well, but I got frustrated at first, and you still have to train yourself to go back here to knife instead of try to go here to knife. And it takes a while, and you have to actively be thinking about what you're going to do for your next move before you do it. So I made a second prototype, and I like this one the best. This is a red control. I just picked the red one because it's like, what the hell. And if you notice, it's got the smaller buttons on it, and we'll do a comparison of these two just to show you the difference in button size. And let me see if I can zoom in without making a mess here. Hold on, guys. Now, if you see here, I've got big buttons and I've got little buttons on this one. I like the smaller buttons overall better. They do hurt my fingers a little bit if I mash them too hard because they are so pointy, if you will. But I know something's there, and it's much more responsive because it's a lighter press than this. I have to actually put some force behind pushing this, even with it broken in. Here I don't have to really do nothing. I can just hit it and keep going and get the same results. So I opt for this controller. My fingers rest directly on top of these buttons, as you can see, my left hand finger, and I can just hit them all day, and I can shoot because I'm running, as I said, tactical flipped, and everything is good. So this ended up being my controller of choice when this little experiment was over. So once I finished this little experiment, I decided that I wanted to share this information with you guys and what would be the best way to do so. So I'm making a 3-part video, if you will. This is part 1. In part 2, I will be disassembling the actual SCUF controller and showing you guys where to, oh, did I get it? Cause that's a little spot. This writing is so small here, I can't even get it. But it says, yeah, you can kind of see it. It says SCUF seal of approval. Let me back that light off. Ta-da! Oh yeah, it says SCUF seal of approval. But just for you guys, I am taking it off and I'm trashing it. Did that for you guys, and now we're gonna completely dissect this thing again, but this time for your benefit, not mine. And I'm gonna show you how to make your own SCUF if you so choose to, based on the actual SCUF gaming controller. So you just saw it with your own eyes. I removed the sticker. We're going in this bad boy in part 2. Stay tuned. Should be a lot of fun. I'm out. Peace.